right. We open that up. All right. Got about 8 minutes. Hello, Matthew Osgood. How are you? Do 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 do. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Got about 7 minutes before we get started. I have a feeling tonight's going to be a very quiet class and we're going to get through this very, very quickly. I'm new here. Good. Did you register for the software yet? Have you registered for the software yet? Is what I should ask you. I haven't seen it. Good. Ray, can we drop a link for my man? Good. Yes, Mr. Duncan, you can ask a question right now until we're ready to get started. Yes. No, we don't want to do that because what we want to do is get something where she can receive mail. Uh, because you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, you can get in the mail. So the key to that is where are you located? Michigan. Hmm. Without going bad, trying to keep it all copacetic. Um, how about a parent's address? So you don't have to use a bank statement right off the shot. You can use a um, utility bill, phone bill, any of that stuff. You can use a car insurance, but what we want to do for the next month is use that bank statement. But I'm trying to think over here. What's the best way for you to do it? Where I'm not telling you to do something wrong that's illegal, but I'm also giving you the best information that you can do. Where she's currently located at, which will help out a lot. Um, so the only thing else I could think about is doing a PO box. She can actually get a PO box, but she's got to do a PO box. Like, where in Michigan are you located? Detroit? I got you. Hold on, give me a second. What I'm trying to do is, so you have mailbox stores, right? So like this, right? Detroit mailbox. And what that is a store that has a bunch of mailboxes in it where you can go rent that out, right? And that's the first thing that I would think of is doing like a mailbox store. Uh, uh that would be that would be good. Um, that'd be a good idea. Um, Not a virtual mailbox, but an actual mailbox. And then going over there and then use it because what you're doing is using your address and then you can use a unit number. So, for example, you see how it says this is 6620 West Fort Street, Detroit, Michigan. Well, what happens is when they give it to you, they give you PBX, whatever. So instead of writing PBX, because there's another short term for um, thing for post office box, you're going to use unit instead. Okay. So now they'll know exactly what that is and they can go from there. I like these stores. We used to use these stores a lot back in the day, but you got to see what it is. Mailbox store, not it. So it's because what's going to show up is the post office. You don't want a post office. You want a mailbox store. And yes, a mailbox store. That's the difference. Mailbox store is legit because I'm not telling you something wrong. I'm not giving you wrong information. What I'm giving you is proper information because if that's where you can go, you can have that and then you get that. So UPS store, like they do have UPS stores, right? I don't like to use UPS stores personally because they're very corporate. I like mom and pop owned mailbox stores. And then you can go to the mom and pop open mailbox store and have everything good. Let's see, Detroit, maybe they still open. New hours. When was this? Mm. What you need to do is try to find if they're still open. They're giving you the address over here. Find out if they're still open and go from there. That looks like this might be the best one. Uh I am, but I'm not sharing it with you. My bad. I am, but I'm not sharing it with you. I'm sharing it with everybody on YouTube, but not with you. Can you see my screen now? Okay. So this Detroit mailbox store, I was literally showing you stuff and going through this. This would be the best thing. Why? Because they're a mailbox. They're literally a mailbox store. They sell the mailboxes. Do they have here? How much? Parcel, tire, oversized. I don't include the price. Yeah, like look, they open 10 to 3, 10 to 3, 10 to 6, 10 to 6, 10 to 6. So you would want her to go in there and get something like that and then put it up over there and then use the unit price. And you're going to tell them, you're going to tell her when she goes in and speaks to them, you're going to be putting unit on it because you're using it to fix your credit. Okay, you're using it to fix your credit. So you need to see if you see anything that comes from Equifax or any of that stuff, and that's the only thing that you're going to put over there. That's what's going to come over there is going to be unit. Yeah, unit. So they just yeah, just let them know that the unit price is going to come. Make sense? Yes. Hmm. You want to use that next couple of rounds, and then you're going to put your Chime Bank or your SoFi Bank to that, and then you should be good to rock and roll. Whoever's doing it, that's what you want to do. Everything that you're doing, that's what you're going to do because you need to put the unit box over there. So you're going to put your Chime. Why do you think I tell you when I'm in class? I'm go get a fake account and put $10 in it because you don't care what's going there. Okay. I'm not using my Navy Fed account. I'm not using my Chase account, BOFO, whatever it is, to go to that bank account, that place. I'm using a place that I actually received that information. Make sense? So that's what we got to be. We got to be very careful on what we send to these accounts. Give me a second, guys. I got to put on the air conditioning. It's freaking hot down here. Depending on where you go. When my wife had it in her store, yes, absolutely. We give you the key right there and then too. Here, I'll show you my wife's. But this was used to be my wife's. Postnet. Where the hell was I just typing? This used to be my wife's before we sold it, right? So inside the store, I don't know if she had any pictures. Give me a second. Come on, honey. Right there. See? So I have all the mailboxes over here, and what we would do is, and my wife did it all the time, is we would put unit, whatever. You could do PBX or you could be unit. So when it comes over here, we get unit, and whatever the unit is, that's where we would put it inside. Make sense? Yeah. Oh, that's why it's fucking 70 degrees in here. Shit. I say, turn that bitch on. Here we go. Oof. It's hotter than hell down here. Cool. Okay, that's how I would do it. I also know that because that's what we used to do. It used to be. I'll give you guys, if you guys ever get into the next level of credit repair, right? Always get an office, and inside of your office, you're in Detroit, right? Let's go. Let's do the Detroit thing, right? So I'm gonna do. We're going off on a tangent, just give you the idea of how these classes normally start and what we provide. We provide value in these classes. So I'm just going to give you guys an idea of what is it, office rentals, right? Detroit, right? So now I'm in Detroit, Michigan. I'm looking for LoopNet. That's what I wanted. So I'm going to look for any retail space and always get a retail space. I realized something. I don't want an office park anymore. I want a retail space. Right? And I want a retail space with heavy foot traffic where people are going to come. Perfect. Right here. Westburn Mall. I don't even know shit about it, but there's a Marshalls here, there's a Five Below, and there's a Staples. That means that there's a lot of retail here, right? A lot of retail space, moving traffic. Keontae Mark, give me 1 second. When I have that, I want to do that, and I open up my office inside. We do credit repair in that said office. And then what I do in the front of that office is I go buy 30 of those mailboxes, and every person that I'm fixing their credit, I put them in a mailbox over there. Oh, yeah, right? I charge him every single month for a mailbox in my own location. Another stream of income. That's actually, this looks like, yes, bingo. Bingo. You got me now? Okay, good. I'm trying to look to see what they get back. I really don't care what comes back. I want to switch the address. So when I switch the address, we change it a game on the bureau, so we're getting rid of the negative items. Okay? That's the key. That's the whole point. I don't care what comes in the mail. You're gonna send out the next round anyway. Make it, man. Unless it comes in and says deleted, I'm sending out my next round. Yes. This is actually really good. I'll be honest with you. If I was in Detroit, this would be the perfect. This is a perfect location. This is a perfect. Look at all that foot traffic right there. Damn. Yeah, but you got to get that money to be able to afford it. Keontae Mock, what's up? Talk to me. We're gonna get class started now. Ooh, I just teased something that nobody should have seen. Oops. What's up? Yes, I can hear you. What's up? Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 I'll go. I'll go over that. I'm gonna go over that. That whole piece. I'm gonna go over in. So instead of answering it now, where you're not gonna see anything, I'll show you what it looks like when we get to that point. All right. Look, this is going to be a really quiet class. I can tell everybody's just quiet. So I'm going to really blaze through this real quick. For everybody that's here, just make sure that, you ask questions, but I see it. So whoever is new, I need you to ask questions. If you understand, literally write in the chat, I understand, or if I give you a number, put the number in immediately, because I'm looking for you to respond to me that you understand what I'm going over. Because if you don't respond to me, I don't know whether I'm doing the job right, doing you a disservice, doing you a good, doing you whatever, but I need you to let me know what's going on. But at that point, once we get that rocking and rolling, I'm literally blasting through this. So I'm going to put my screens up right now. We're going to get through this I promise you it's going to be quick if nobody talks, because realistically, I'm just going to keep going. But if somebody's got a question, throw your hand up immediately. I've got the screen over here up where I can go through everything, and this is going to be really, really good. Why the heck did that? Oh, I got to come over here, hit this button, and then open it up. Okay, give me 1 second. Somebody drew on my screen, so I got to get over that. All right, cool. Everybody see the screen? Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, put a 1 in the chat if we see the screen, everybody. I just told everybody. Perfect. Great. Good. All right, because we see the screen, we're going to get rocking and rolling real quickly. I'm going to explain everything to you. My name is Ali. I'm the owner of the printing company. I'm also a credit repair, I don't know how to say this, credit repair and funding specialist. I'm 15 years in the game. I've gotten over 30 million in funding for clients. I've repaired countless people's credit, and I've dealt with a lot of big brands. I've used this software. I've used other softwares. I've done a lot of different things. I've been around in this industry. That's what gives me the ability to be able to speak to you on this behalf. There's a lot of things that I tell you guys that not many other people would think outside of the bend to do, but I do it. I do a lot of different things that people don't think of because it's awesome to do that. I learned a lot of stuff in this 10 year of doing this that makes me want to teach you that. So as we go through this, I'm going to break everything down. If you have questions for what's up on the screen, ask me what's up on the screen. If it's not on the screen, wait until we get to that section. We're going to go over that section. I see somebody just posted a thing. I got an identification verification for TransUnion. My first round of attack. Need help sending ID verification back them to using ID verification back to them using your mailing company, please. What? I got an ID verification. I got an ID verification letter from TransUnion Equifax for my first round of attack. Need help sending them a letter with ID. Sweetheart, you don't need help. Pick up, sweetheart, man, I don't know who it is. I thought I was looking at one of the chicks. You guys don't need help doing that. Pick up the phone, call the two bureaus. Pick up Equifax and TransUnion. First off, if your ID looks like this, ladies and gentlemen, Marco, whoever the name of this client is, go look at their ID on their letters and you can see who approved their ID. Okay? All right? So now, if your ID and documents look like this, which if you come to this class, it should look like this. If it looks like this, you don't need to send them any documents. You pick up the phone and call them and say, what's illegible about my ID? Now, if they look illegible at any which way, shape, and form, then that's a different story. Now, I suggest that if we printed them for you, that it's not that the printer did something wrong. Something's got to be on their side. Something that they didn't like came out. But Marco's going to pull that. I'll look at that file after we get rocking and rolling. So let's go over there and we'll go like this. Watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the easiest software to use when it comes to credit repair. If you know how to use it, it's a very, very powerful software. Here's what I'm going to break down for you. Ready? This is your name. This is your email address and username. Make sure you remember that because a lot of people forget it. And then this is a general attack. So the general attack is the currency to pay the AI to generate your letters. I have a beautiful visual. If you bear with me 1 second, I'm going to bring it up on the screen so you guys can see it. Where's my visual? Here's my visual. So here's my visual. What is a general attack? Start recording. A general attack equals a GA equals a token equals a credit. Basically, it's currency. They all mean the same thing. You're gonna buy AI tokens with your money, and you're gonna say, okay, I'm trading my money for their currency money, which is a token, and that token will be able to generate one client's file for 1 month for one generation. If the client's file is generated incorrectly, you must spend another token. So what does that mean? If you're printing with my company, you know we double check everything before we send it out. So at the end of the day, realistically, we take care of you and make sure you don't send out anything bad. But if you're doing it yourself, you need to double check everything and make sure the spellings are correct. Everything is correct, because by the time it gets to the bureau, if you made a mistake, they're going to send you that document identification verification letter, which is not good. But I know how to solve it. I'll give you guys a gem tonight. Let's do this. Ready? What does the token allow? It allows you to generate an allows you to generate for one token an unlimited amount of negative items per one client. Gives you an unlimited amount of letters per one client and unlimited amount of pages per one client. So let's break it down into numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? One client equals one file, one client file. One token equals one client file. 100 negative items, 300 letters, 3,000 pages. Client B, one token, same token, can generate for 10 negative items, 30 letters, and 300 pages. Now, I'm going to show you this, but I'm going to explain it a little more in detail. Guys, every file is different, which means everything about the file is different. So that's why I say unlimited, 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 because it is truly unlimited for that client. I've seen the software generate 300 letters and 3,000 pages. I'm going to show it to you today. I've also seen it generate 10. I've also seen it generate 3 for the same file that it generated 300 for. You just know the software will do what it needs to do to get to where it needs to get. Marco, did you find that file? Good. Can you send it to me on Slack, please? I need to see the documents, please. Thank you, Habibi. Now, does everybody get that? Put a 1 in the chat if they understand everything about the token. Ray dropped the visualization in the thing, and I'm going to view that documents file right now. Did you send it, Marco? Just send me the documents. Let me see the documents. Any questions? Are we good? Put a 1 in the chat if we're good. If we're not good, put a 2 in the chat so I know to keep moving on. All right, beautiful. Let's go. If you got any questions, please join the free community. There's 2 free communities. This one is the Facebook community. It's got 19,831 members. The other one, which Ray dropped in the chat, is the school community. This one's growing like wildfire. I'm trying to get this. Let's get a bunch of people to join tonight. Let's get this over here. Join this group tonight. I'm trying to get this up to 1,000 by the end of the summer. Let's go. That's that. Okay, those are the 2 free communities. Now, software questions, technical issues. Click some more ticket. Click add ticket. There's your thing. Good catch, Ray. Not Ray, Marco. Marco, do me a favor, write in the chat who approved that, because that shouldn't have got approved. How do you pronounce your name? Tartula? Is that how you pronounce your name, Tartula? Yeah, no, I'm not even going to try that. Tartala, how are you, Mr. Tartala? Look, I'm going to see. TJ, beautiful. Love it, TJ. TJ, hi, whoever the little voice said in the back. How are you? We're going to talk after this. What do you mean nobody approved this, Marco? How did it get printed? Do you have the change document so we can view it? Okay, let me see the change documents and what was submitted. That's an issue right there. All right, so when we click add a ticket, if you have any information that's not here, just put an account info issue. Put that over there, click that right there, boom, and just put whatever you need. Include pictures of the filing, right? Now, after we've done all of that, I'm going to go over the, over the walkthrough schedule. So the walkthrough schedule is Monday and Wednesday. I teach 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mr. Bora teaches 6 p.m. EST on Thursday and Saturday at 11 a.m. That's it, guys. Now, let's get into pricing. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't suggest that you buy the iron package. When you start, get this one. It gives you 4 tokens from the rip. It's better to have the 4 tokens from the rip than it is to get the 1 token, because you will make 2 errors guaranteed when you're generating your first round. So those 2 errors cost $177. Okay, and because it costs $177, that's a problem. So I would tell you, get this for 2 months, downgrade back to this package after you build some coin in the bank, and it'll be good to go. Does everybody have any questions over here? Put a 1 in the chat if you got no questions. Put a 2 in the chat if you do have questions. Let's keep this ball rolling. 1, no questions. Perfect. How many people got locked in with the bronze package? How many people locking in with the bronze package? Put a me in it. How many people have the bronze package? Put a me in it. Perfect. I want to make sure that we got a bunch of people that are locked in with the right package. I haven't gotten started yet. Andrea, come on, Miss Sims. Come on, you killing me over here. How many classes you been to? I think you've been to a crap ton of classes. What you afraid of? Talk to me. I got you. We get you rocking and rolling. We're gonna get you straight. So let's get this rock. Now, there's something about the pricing section that I do want to give to you guys. Understand this. Everything that's here, do me a favor. I always try to tell people like this. Whatever these token numbers are, divided by 2. So if it's 100 tokens divided by 2, make it 50 tokens. Why? Because until you become an expert in the software, you're going to make mistakes. So give yourself a cushion of at least 2 generations. Not 2 generation plus 2, 1 and 2, like 1 generation and 1 mess up. And if that's what you have, that it gives you the chance. That's why I said this only manages 2 people. This manages 4. This manages 9. This manages 15. This manages 50. Because until you get on that roll, it changes the game. Make sense? Okay. All right. Get the credit report from the software right here. Very simple. Click get credit report. Go to my free score now. Pull the new report. You're good to rock and roll. Just simple, easy. You don't have to worry about anything. Get that from here. Do not go to their website. They don't have the Epic Pro Report V2 unlocked. You have to get it from an affiliate. How many people are looking to start credit repair? How many people are looking to start credit repair companies? Put a me in the chat. I'm sorry. How many people are looking to start credit? Me. Okay. Beautiful. All right, Ray, let's drop a phone number for everybody over here. Let's get in that partner link. Let's get them rocking and rolling. Let's get in that partner link. Ray's going to drop a phone number for you guys. I want you to text link to the system. Ray's going to drop you a link to get the partner link from My Free Score Now, so you guys can get paid out when you bring a client in. That's the best way of doing it. So we're going to get you that link that automatically unlocks the Epic Pro Report if you don't already have it. Perfect. All right. This is the most important part of the system. It's actually developing the profile. So here's how we do it. Ready? When I do this, I take out my best documents. Now, Mr. Duncan asked, well, what happens if they don't have this or they don't have that? Well, we're going to go through and do as much as we can. That was the question that he asked at the beginning. Let's try to get everything the best that we possibly can. So the first thing is first name. First name is always going to be the client's first name, but you're also going to add the middle name. Why? My computer don't like me today. And then on the last name, you're going to add the suffix or the double last name, the triple last name, whatever you got. Then you're going to add your date of birth. That's it. You're done. Take your best document, and that best document's a passport, and put it down. If you don't have a passport, Ali, I don't have a passport, use a driver's license or an ID, but that's not the best. That's not the best document, but that's okay. If that's all you got, use what you got. Because a lot of people don't understand that. Sometimes they don't. They're like, well, he said to use that one, I'm going to use that one. If the best document you have is a driver's license, don't wait to get started. Just start. Then what you do is change it when you do start. Okay? Social Security. Pull out your Social Security card. Just use that. If you don't have your Social Security card, right? There you go. Perfect. There you go. Use your Social Security card. Use a W-2 if you don't have a Social Security card, or first page of tax statements. Phone number for yourself, you can put whatever you want, but for your clients, always fill out the phone number. It's always good in case you get VAs in the system or somebody that needs to help you, they can contact your clients. Now, like I was talking to Mr. Duncan before, we were talking about Chime Bank and things like that. I'm going to give you guys access to everything that you need here. We're going to drop two banks in the chat right now. One's Chime Bank, the other one's SoFi. Okay, I want you both to go open up accounts in them, either or. Put $10 in that account. Why? I can use my own bank account. That's fine. That's great. That's dandy. You can use your own bank account. You're right. But what happens is people like to redact things on their bank account, like how much money they have, bank account numbers, things like that. If you're using a bank account that you never use for anything and you have all that information, like you can get the credit card statement when they send you a debit card. There's a lot of things that you can get instantly with this, but that you don't have to worry about, that you can utilize to change your address, change any of that stuff, and you don't have to worry. So my thing to you is, use the tools that we give you because it's the best thing. Now, cool part is we're going to fill out everything in its entirety. North, west. Wow, I can't spell today. What happened? IPT 14C. North. Yep. Yeah. Yep. So now I think, what happened? No. You got a question? Keep going. Mr. Duncan, hold that question. I'm going to give you a gem at the end of class. Just remind me to give you the gem. Okay? Remind me to give you the gem. That's the key. Okay? Northwest Tower, Northeast Tower, Northwest. Okay. City, Manhattan. And then this is New York. 10038. Okay. And that's it. That's what it looks like. Fully filled out. That's everything perfect. Full name, last name, date of birth, everything. That's absolutely bananas. Simple, easy to roll, easy to do, and that's how we want it. Everything's got to be spelled out because there's no ambiguity. And we were just looking at one that location on the mailbox store in Detroit had Northwest on it, NW. We got to make sure we spell that out. And that's the key. We want to make sure that we're doing this to the best of our extent and the best thing that we're doing, so that we make sure that our clients and ourselves get the best results possible. A lot of issues happen here that a lot of people don't realize. And the only way that we can make it better is by making sure that it looks better and acts better. So that's the key. Um, does everybody understand this? Does everybody get why I did these things the way that I did? And remember, write the best documents. Best documents are passport, social security card, bank statement. Um, if you don't have driver's license ID, state ID, W-2, or first page of taxes. And then the last one is could be utility bill, phone bill, also can be insurance, any of that stuff that comes to your address. Are we good? Put a 1 in the chat if we don't got no questions over here. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what it should look like. Perfect. All right. So once we do that, I don't fill out anything else because this software is being used for credit repair. I always say that because it just let everybody know. So if you fill out the email address and the email address is attached to your account and you hit save and you filled out all this other stuff, you have to fill all of it out. So best thing I do is I fill just the top information out over here. I go down and I hit save. And if it saves, I know that nobody has it and we're good to rock and roll. So this is my file. This is my account over here. This is what it looks like. So it's Happy Traveler 0101 1989. 81. Here's the social security. Here's the address. And guess what? We gotta get all the documents to match it. So ready? So I'm gonna look for the here we go. Happy Traveler. I'm gonna look for the where is it? Nope, wrong one. Social security. And where is the that's it. So now I just uploaded all those documents that easy. I have everything saved, first name, last name, proof of address, and I hit save. Now it'll upload everything into the credit report. Now when I come back, here's what it looks like. Now guys, ladies and gentlemen, when you guys do this, I see people taking screenshots of things, all that stuff. You need to get the PDF of your documents. So, hey, Ali, I only use my phone. I got you. I'm going to be straight with you. Guys, for doing this stuff, guys and gals, for doing this stuff, you guys got to get a computer. You have to get a computer. You have to get something you can utilize to be able to rename documents, be able to save it. I don't care if you save it in the cloud, but you have to be able to edit things, move it. Your phone doesn't do that. Okay? And a lot of people get this misconception that they don't need it when they're doing this stuff. You do. Because you see how this document looks over here? It's small. But here's the thing. When this prints out, it will print out normal size. If you take a screenshot, I want everybody to understand something. I'm going to show you the difference. Here's a piece of paper. This is the PDF. This is the screenshot that comes out when you print the document. You see the difference? Does everybody see that difference? Put a yes or no in the chat if they see the difference. If we see the difference, the realization of what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the best documents so that the eOscar system doesn't send us on the goose chase. And that's why we got to make sure that we utilize the best information all the time. So when we're looking at this, make sure that everything's cut perfectly. Make sure everything is the best quality that you can see. That's probably why I got those ID letters. That's exactly why you got those ID letters. That's why I said we'll talk after. That's why I said I'll explain it as I'm going through, because it's easier for me to talk to you as soon as I know what it is. So first off, you're taking that screenshot, and that's exactly, you're taking a screenshot of the top over here. You're taking a screenshot on whatever the top is over here, okay? Right? You're taking a screenshot of whatever the top is over here. And when you're taking a screenshot of whatever the top is over here, that's how big it is. So that's how it comes out on the printer. So yes, we can make it big. We can try to hyperimpose it. We can do all that stuff. But at the end of the day, like, that's a thing that I'm gonna say to everybody. It's like we have to make sure that we're using the best documents all the time. Make sure that it's illegible. Make sure that everything is going right. Make sure that everything is the key. This is a major part of not getting one of those letters. Now, for my team, so this goes Marco, Steven, Ezra, Ray. For my team, if somebody sends you a screenshot, do not fix the screenshot. Ask them for the document. Make sense? That's it. This is a learning experience for everybody. At the end of the day, do not ask. When we see a screenshot, again, I want everybody to see this. Here's the screenshot. This is the size of the screenshot on what it looks like on the paper. So imagine this is all that the Oscar is seeing. On this whole big ass piece of paper, this is all that it's seeing. Yeah, it's gonna have a hard time reading it. Now, that people didn't understand that, people didn't read that, that's okay. But now we all know that, and that's what we're gonna go through. TJ, I got something for you at the end of class. I'm gonna give you a gift. But that's the key. Now, once we do that, we have all this. The next piece is the hardest but easiest piece. Thank you, Ray. Where'd that gentleman go? Keontae, was that you? I think that was you with the My Free Score Now stuff, right? I think that was you. Okay. Well, yes, perfect. All right. So we're going to do the My Free Score stuff right now, right? No, you got to, no, brother. No. You take the PDF. So watch. You take the PDF. I'm just going to take any freaking PDF that I have. What do I have over here? Here we go. I'm going to take a PDF for credit report. Here's the PDF of the credit report, right? So HTML PDF, right? Whatever. If I print this out, right? I'm going to show you this. If I click, where's print? Here's print. And if I save the PDF, all I'm going to do is I'm going to click here and I'm going to save. Where the hell is the stupid settings? Save. Where the heck is it? Customized one. Here we go. First page. Now, all it's saving is just this page on the top. Now, when I save that, okay, I can save that anywhere. I'm not going to save that because I don't need this, okay? But what happens is, now I save that PDF, now I have the first page. I can go to any converter, PDF to JPEG converter. So now what I do, this is the one I use. I like this one. It's the easiest one. I literally go in, drop that file in, and it converts the file for me. That easy. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. And that's how you get that full file. That's how you get that full file inside of there. Now, I don't know if chat can do it. I haven't tried, but I would assume probably in today's day and age, you can go to chat and probably convert the PDF to JPEG. I would assume that. But I'll try that later on tonight. But watch that. That's how that easy it is to do that. Watch. Here we go. I have that document. That document's uploaded. I'm going to go over here, credit reported monitoring sites. I'm going to hit that plus sign. Once I'm here, it should say Epic Pro Report V2. I'm going to click over here. I want to get to this page. This is a login page. When I click to the login page, I have a lovely client that gave me your information so I can log in. Click the login, and now it's going to bring me right to the login page. And when I get here, this is the hardest but easiest part. So what happens is when I come here, I need to click this little yellow person. And on this little yellow person, it says my profile. Now, for everybody, I can't go forward with re-clicking regenerate client token, but that's okay. I want everybody to understand secured access control, click generate client token. If you haven't done that already, then re-click regenerate client token. But what happens is you're going to regenerate client token, and it's going to say copy to clipboard. When you copy the clipboard, this is your username. So I'm going to do the username first for me. Pop that in there. And then the password of the token is going to be here. So when I click that, it'll go. I cannot do it, ladies and gentlemen, because somebody is using this thing. So if I regenerate their client token, it's going to screw up on their end, and we don't want to do that. So I'm just going to use the client. I'm going to use the one that I have. I click that, and now I'm going to go over here to M2 Phenom. I'm just going to paste in the token. I'm done. I'm done. Does everybody get that? Was that hard? Does anybody need me to re-explain that? No? But don't get rid of get that shit. Take that shit out of you. See this? Take that shit. Take that. Like that. Like that. See this? Take that shit. Throw it out the banks. You don't need it anymore. It don't work anymore because they don't work with that system. So what I need that hold on, I didn't get to the import. Did you understand what I just did? Are you good on what I just did? Perfect. That's what I want to hear. No, good. Let's do it over. When I come here, right? Let's get rid of all this. I'm on the home page. I logged into my free score now, right? I logged in. You see this yellow person right here? You see my profile? I click it. You see this? This is all your information, right? Okay. When I come into profile, and I'm working on the profile, above the documents, after we uploaded the documents, credit report monitoring sites. You see that? Click the plus sign. You see this? You see this over here? Okay. Add monitoring company, right? Go to my free score now again. Look for your email address. Copy the email address because that's your username. Go back to the add monitoring sites and click paste. Okay, you hit save. And then I did regenerate client token. Everything's good. I'm going to paste mine and then I'm going to hit save. So now if you did everything correctly, which I know I did it, right? Here's what's going to pop up. You see that right at the top? Okay. Now you know it says imported has been successful. How do you tell if it's been scroll down to the bottom? You see it says monitoring company over here, report profile section. You're going to hit this little pencil. And that little pencil, you're going to hit process HTML. You should see the whole credit report inside with your information and everything. And you're good. You good. All right. Yep. Oh, wait, we ain't done. Stay in this class. I'm about to bust you now. Ready? All right, cool. As long as you're good. That's what I want to hear. That's what we're here for. I want to make sure that yeah. So here's the thing. We already did this. This is the key. We're good to rock and roll. We've generated the perfect file. So now when it looks like, if you guys want to see a client information, like what happens if you don't, like, look, okay, here's my information with the client's information, social security, address, and here's all the data. And here's all the information. You can see all the, if we had to upload an extra document or whatever the case may. Yes, princess. Hi. Hi, guys. What's this? Hi, guys. Love you. Thank you, guys. I don't know what you brought me, but it smells delicious. Okay. Want to give daddy a kiss before you go upstairs? Guys, give me a second. I haven't seen my daughter in almost 3 hours. Come here. Come give daddy a kiss. Come give daddy a kiss. Oh, really? Come. Come on. Come give daddy a kiss. She don't want to be in the camera anymore. Little scooch. Okay. All right, guys. So now, once we got everything set up, everything's completed. I've got everything all done. I click save. Everything's good. I'm getting ready to go to the send rounds of attack. We've now officially created a good profile. Everything's ready to good. I'm going to go to the send rounds of attack. And now I'm going to go to the attack area. So at the beginning of class, I showed you that the software could generate 320 some odd letters. Well, here you go. Same credit profile, 324 letters. Showing you it's possible. It's also generated 117, 204, and it also generated 6. For the same credit report, guys. Just to give you an idea, the software can do whatever the heck it feels like. Okay, so let's go to the attack area. Let's get this rocking. All right, Maestro's ready. Select the client. When I come over here, I can click maximum effective focus, and I can let the AI run if you want me to do the printing for you. And I got it. Yes, I can make you co-host. Got you. I have maximum effective focus. By doing that, you want me to print your letters out so you don't have to do it. Put these 2 discount codes in, Dion Love or TPMPA. And now you have that, right? Ray, write those in the chat for everybody. Okay. Now, I hit generate, I'm done. Literally hit generate, I'm done. Now, let's turn it up a notch. Let's go to the next level. Here's how we go to the next level. Instead of clicking maximum effectiveness focused and letting the AI run the system, I want to do power user training. And by doing power user training, I'm going to say click the do-it-yourself attack focus letter, and I'm going to hit generate. Now it's going to give us access to the AIs. When it gives us access to the AIs, right, we want to select the AIs. So work to execute, that's my AIs. Ray just dropped the list. Today's class, we're going to go MPEP. And in today's class, why MPEP? Because I'm switching it up because I'm the one who's doing most of the trainings lately. So I got to switch it up so you guys are not sending out the same damn attack so you guys actually get results. So when we send out MPEP in this class, this is the most effective attack. I'm going to select Indemnity 1 or MPEP 1, and I'm going to start like this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a client who is financially challenged, I want you to click check all in blue. Put all of these at default. Put this at 6. And generate. You're done. Client is finished. It'll generate 6 letters for him. Okay? It's going to take longer, but it will be less money. And because it's less money, you'll have them more inclined to stay with you to do credit repair for a longer period of time, even yourself to stay on the boat. Ladies and gentlemen, if you get into a bad situation, do not stop your credit repair. If you miss it by 5 days, say you get to the 45th day and you miss it and you have to go to the 50th day, you need to start again over at 1. You can't just pick up where you started from because their system resets. So I need everybody to understand this system needs to stay consistent. Ali, I'm having a rough month. Do not stop. Do not stop. Go do it in blue. Keep the same round and do it in blue. Keep the pressure because you never know. You might be 1 month away from getting everything removed. Okay? Let's keep the pressure in the chat. Let's put pressure in the chat. Let me make it simple. Put pressure in the chat. There we go. There we go. Pressure. Now let's turn up the pressure. If this is for the financially challenged, this one's going to be for the ones that got a little more money to play with. Okay? I'm going to change this to unlimited and I'm going to leave everything here like that. Ray, take that screenshot right there, buddy. No, I just want the green one. Just take that screenshot once, bro. Yeah, Mr. Duncan, what's up? There's not really much difference. It's the same letter. It's just the aggressiveness of the verbiage. It's just a little MPEP is just a little more aggressive. Just a little more aggressive, while MPEC is a little less aggressive. But the thing is, when I realized that I started teaching majority of classes, and I'm telling you everybody to go MPEC, I'm doing you a disservice by telling you that, because I'm telling everybody to teach MPEC when I have 70 people in a class. I have the majority of people coming in this class. When you guys are doing that, now I'm telling everybody to go this way, when realistically we should be swapping. So each class I'm going to swap. So if you come on Wednesday, I'm going to tell you MPEC on Wednesday. You come next week I'm going to swap it. Monday's going to be MPEC, Wednesday's going to be MPEP. Just to swap out, so not everybody's using the same attack. Gives you that, builds up that system so that the eOscar system has a little bit of differentiation. Make sense? Oh yeah, I'm making sure you guys have success. No. You stay whatever one you're utilizing, you utilize that one. But for me, what I'm talking to you about is, if I come in, so there's how many people in here? There's what, 13 people in here? If there's 13 people in here right now, right? And with all 13 people in here, I'm telling you guys MPEP, right? And then come Wednesday, I tell everybody MPEP, right? Well, good. I just told 90 people to use MPEP. So now you guys are going to get stall letters. But if I swap and tell one class of 90 people to use MPEC, and I told another class of 90 people to use MPEP, now they're going to throw off the letters. Make sense? It's the game, man. It's the game that we got to play. Cool? I got you guys. Trust me. I want you guys to have success. This software works. It's just knowing how to swap, knowing how to make the system work for you. Okay? All right, so we good. We hit next. And now we got everything ready to rock and roll. What this is going to do now is, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Ready? If I checked everything in green, I put everything out on unlimited, right? I put everything on unlimited. I put everything at default. I could literally hit include all three bureaus, generate the letters, and the AI would do the work. And it would work. But that's lazy. We want to be able to utilize the system to its top. It's top. So let's turn up the aggression. So Ray just dropped the aggressive sheet over here in the thing. Ray, give me my whatchamacallit? My website. There we go. Cheat sheet. There we go. Look at this. I love this shit. This shit's amazing, right? This shit's amazing. So now this is a little different. So Ray made the cheat sheet over here as a website. Because he made it as a website, this makes everything a whole lot easier. Watch this. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to split the screen. Oops. I'm going to split the screen. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to grab this, but I'm going to make this big for 1 second. Watch. So once we do this, Ray graved the cheat sheet. You have the website, or you can use the downloadable, either or. So watch this. Ready? When I come in at the bottom over here in yellow, in orange, it's going to pop up with all these circles. These are all the items on your credit report. These are all the accounts. Ladies and gentlemen, which one do you think is the positive account? What color do you think is the positive account? Put it in the chat. Perfect. Marco, you come on. Good job, Marco. Good. Ready? I click hide positive items. And now we're ready to. Ow, fuck, my knees hurt. Now we're ready to go through the negatives. All right, watch this. Screen's going to make itself. I'm going to click over here on one. One's going to show up. Here's one. And here's how we're going to rock this. We're going to go clockwise. We're going to go counterclockwise. And then at the last one, which is over here, 27, we're going to go clockwise. Watch this. Ready? So 1, I'm going to click 1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to match 1 with the actual color. So 1 PI, I'm going to go to that dark purple up here. It's going to be PI. I'm going to go over here, personal information, date of birth, address, I'm going to come over here to personal information, personal identifier information. Beautiful. So I see that. Everything matches up. I'm going to click attack. Now, you guys can do number 2. So I'm going to click number 2. I'm putting number 2 at the top. I'm scrolling over, hovering over 3. You go over and tell me what number 2 is. What is the abbreviation? Put it in the chat. Marco, you've been in this class for 3 weeks. I would hope you know what you do, what you're doing. Everybody else. What's number 2, guys? Follow the clockwise thing. Go like this. So let's do number 12, number 8, because you can actually see it. Right? Number 8 is what? Number 8 is brown. So I'm going to find a brown over here, up here. Here's the only thing that's brown, so that's right. It's all inquiries, okay? Type of reported issue. Going to be inquiries. Perfect. It matches. Good. Let's move on. Now, we're going to do it again. You guys are going to do it. I'm going to click 25. I'm going to hover over 26. 25 and 26 are the same thing. Put in the abbreviation in the chat. What is 25? Good job, Mr. Duncan. TJ, good job. Marco, you don't want to fill in now? Good job. AOCC. So you're looking at the... So, guys, it's not yellow. It's red. Focus on 25. So you're not following the system. If 25 is red and I tell you to come over here, what's red, right? What's red? So red, even if I'm hovering over it in the thing, what's red? Red's AOCC. But for anybody that's putting anything besides AOCC, look at it. So, Andrea, I understand I'm talking to you right now. Ready? You put public record PR. Well, if you come over here to type a reported issue, that doesn't say public record PR. So that's wrong. We've got to double check our work always. We have to make sure that matches up. So it says charge off. We know AOCC is a charge off. We're going to hit that. That's why I tell you, make that loop. If you make that loop every single time you make that loop, you will be perfect. But if you don't make that loop, it will cause an issue. Right? All right. So now let's do the last one. Last one's 27. So 27's a little different. Because 27's color, this is the last one, is orange, it's not on the board. So we have to go around this way. Because the last one in each software is a different color. So we're that type of reported issues. I'm going to go all other delinquency late 1-2. I'm literally going to look for all delinquency late 1-2, AODL 1-2. Click that one, I'm done. That's it. That's how easy it is, guys. What happens is we make credit repair so difficult that you freeze yourself up. Don't make it difficult. If you follow the cheat sheets, you follow the stuff that I give you, you come to class, you go through this. I'm recording this live right now. There's 3 people watching me every single time that I go through this piece right here. Why? Because this is where everybody makes a mistake. This is the other piece besides setting your documents up correct. So if you literally do this, follow this sheet right here, and you understand this, you'll never make a mistake. Follow the numbers and double check. Follow the numbers and double check. Now we know we have everything selected over here. Well, let's check the system. We're going to make it big. We're going to make sure our documents. So what happens is here's 27. We're going to make sure all our documents are correct. Here's all our documents. They look great. Okay, our documents look fantastic. I'm going to click top. And now I'm going to click client info, double check everything. Look at all this. Oop, give me a second. Look at all the documents. Everything looks fantastic. All right, we're going to click general settings and we're going to turn the system on and we're going to turn it off and we're going to be good to rock and roll. This is normal for the system. It hangs a little bit because there's a lot that needs to be processed on this page. So just let the system do what it needs to do. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it on. So when you turn it off, you're telling the AI, I'm resetting you, right? And when I turn it back on, I'm saying, okay, now I'm selecting you. So turn it off, I'm going to reset you. Turn it back on, I'm selecting you. And now I'm going to select the attack type 1 so we can get the red, green, and blue box up. Because what you did is you got the red, green, and blue box up and you said, okay, I'm going to use you now. Make sense? So now I selected indemnity 1. Guess what? Now we have all the data. Now we have everything to start with. Look at that. Okay, so now instead of selecting check all in blue or green, we know what to select. So we click check all in red. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the cheat sheet again and follow it. Personal identifier, I'm going to click in green. All inquiries, I'm going to click in green. I'm literally following. AOCC, I'm going to click in green. Not much. Well, if you haven't been here in like 3 weeks, I teach twice a week. So that's a total of 6 classes. If you haven't been here in a month, that's 8 classes. If you haven't been here in 6 weeks, that's 12 classes. But I go through the same thing over and over and over again. And then here's the last one. Here's the last one. It's going to be AODL. Click AODL and I'm done. That's it. That's it. Now, count the green boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, there's 3 credit bureaus times 3, that's 12. I'm literally going to select 12, but there is no 12, so we're going to round up to 15. Default. 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 Yo, this shit's lagging hard right now. And hit next. Click OK. Here we're done. We're done. We click include all 3 bureaus, and now you click generate your letters and you're finished. That is the simplest way to generate a letter, and this is what it looks like, guys. Right here. You scroll down to the bottom, and there's your documents right there. I'm gonna open up the floor to Q&A. TJ, you see John over here. John's at the bottom. You see Marco, and you have, oh, Steven's not here. Steven left. Get with any of those guys for your next round. I'll give you a because my team did a little bit. We were both to fault on this. Get with any of them. I'll give you a discount on printing. I don't know how much you paid for it, but we're gonna Marco, can you send me what his bill was, please? And I'll make sure that we take care of it on both ends. Whatever bill he had that had the messed up thing that came out of TJ's. The document that you sent me. Okay. 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 Cool. No, I'm talking to TJ. Cool. TJ, you good? No problem. Look, if there's something that could have been avoided, That's why you print with me. If there's something that could have been avoided, it's something we could have made better, it's my duty to make it better. But if it's something on your end, that's why you regenerate. That's the difference. Our team made a mistake. I own that mistake. They should have never took that document and re-edited it for you. They should have made you send a brand new document in. You should have sent the full page into the PDF from the beginning, and we should have added the full page. You would have never got that back. So yes, you did get hit with that because of that, but I'll eat what I had to eat because that's on my team. My team screwed up. So my team's learning experience to you now. Do not ever edit a guy's freaking screenshot. That's literally, I mean, I have a bunch of techies in here. Don't you think that shit was going to be this small? The pixelation on that was super small. It probably printed this big on the piece of paper. And he's the one that gets a problem for it? No. I'm going to take care of you guys later. Questions. The door is open. Anybody can talk to me. Anybody can ask whatever they want. I got you. This is all for you. I got one. Everybody comes in for that last little piece. They watch that last little piece. And as soon as I'm done, they leave the YouTube channel. Okay. Why? You always, so what happens is you got to come in early to class like you did. You got to come in early to class. You got to catch up with everything. But that last little piece, let's be real here. If you know how to create the managed profile, do the profile, and do everything, you're fine. The problem is people don't know how to set up the profile, but they know how to do the send rounds of attack area perfectly. So now you're sending out garbage regardless. So what you have to do is know how to set up the profile, then know how to do the send rounds of attack, and you're perfectly fine. So it doesn't matter. Okay. If you're fixing your credit and you have the Phenom if you have fixing your credit, you have the Phenom software, you know you can always get with my team to give you a hand as long as you print with us. If you don't print with us, you're like at the end, you're like, yo, I'm gonna do that. I give you guys a hand, but only if you're really a client. That's why we give you access to the paid in full community and all that stuff, is because of all the stuff that we go through. YouTube channel. Whole YouTube channel. Whole YouTube channel. Ray, drop the YouTube channel for everybody. That's okay. Anybody else have questions? Yep. That's it. Yes. Yeah. You're gonna no. You're gonna go in. If you have your cheat sheet, you're gonna follow whatever's on your cheat sheet. But yes, you're gonna go in, put green, generate. Then you're gonna go do a limited or whatever, count the green check boxes, and then do default on the bottom. Yes, you should be reviewing the account every single month. And as you review the account every single month, you should be good to rock and roll to know what's coming on and what's coming off. Yes. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone and call the bureau. That's a gem. Always pick up the phone and call the bureau after and do the verification on the phone. So when you do the verification on the phone for who you are, when they submit the information, you don't have to worry about them closing out anything. You're just going to call that and you should be good to rock and roll. Okay? Yep. Always pick up the phone and call. That's the easiest way to do it. Ah, my back is hurting. I got some scripts. Some of the scripts is just you calling and saying, "Hey, look, I want to fix my personal information. The personal information you have is incorrect." It's you don't need. So what happens is everybody wants a script, but Mr. Duncan, I'm gonna be straight with you. Some of it's just common sense. Say, "Hey, look, this information is not correct. I need to change it." That's it. If you know that an account is attached to that, you definitely want to make sure that everything's good. Make sense? Good. Good. Any other questions, ladies and gents? No, Marco, I understand that. I'm talking about next time. No other. Is that Mr. Cassius Randall? Mr. Cassius Clay? Ray, is that Cash? Oh, it is him. What you doing in my what you doing in Metro 2 class? I'm just working, bro. I'm just working. I'm tired today. I'm tired. I just finished doing the score machine. Then I got to come here and do this, and then um finish up on the stuff. I'm just tired. Just tired. How's everybody else doing? Are we good? Quiet. Very, very quiet. I mean, if that's the case, if everybody's done, y'all can whatchamacallit? Y'all can have a good evening. Cash, if you want to stay back, team, if you want to stay back. Well, we good to go. I'm done. Ray, close the stream. That's it.